This is Making Healthy Choices, proudly serving your family with professional health solutions for more than 20 years. And now, here's your host, Drew Summerall.
Hello and welcome to Making Healthy Choices, a program designed to educate and encourage you on your journey toward health and wellness. My name is Drew Summerall. I'm joined by our very own Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez, who is the director of the BioCare Hospital in the Baja State of California. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us. When we think about health, especially in America today, it seems like something, it's almost like walking through the grocery store. It's like we don't really know where we are. We don't know what we're looking at. How have we so overcomplicated something that essentially should be fairly simple?
Well, you're absolutely right. We have made things so complicated. Like, for example, I'm going to use the thing that people tell you, well, read the label in food. And every time somebody tells me, well, it's that you have to read the label, I usually hand them a banana or an apple or an avocado and say, okay, show me how you read the label. And then they look, oh, of course, this doesn't have a label. Well, that's simple. You don't have to read the label when you have real food. So it's important that when you go grocery shopping, preferably you go to local markets, you'll go to local food, to farmers markets, and you have to look around what's available and what you can eat. And you're going to also discover that it's less money that you're going to need to eat better, because all those foods have everything they need and they don't have any of the bad stuff. They're not overloaded with sugar. They don't have any preservatives. They're not overloaded with salt or anything like that. If you take an avocado, it's just vegetable butter filled with vitamin E, with excellent nutrients that your body really needs, minerals and so forth. So we are complicating things because we believe some sort of a technical person that calls himself a scientist that knows or supposedly knows what's good for you. So in a laboratory, they design the food that you should eating. I really feel like eating dog food when people do that, because they give me a processed food where they take or put whatever they think is good for you when it isn't. So make it simple. Buy vegetables, fruits, food available, and food that your mother used to give you. Talk to your grandmother about what food they used to eat, and that's going to give you a real good, healthy dietary plan.
And what's even more interesting is that even when reading the label, sometimes this can't even get us to where we want to go, because we kind of know, most of us, that there's certain things that we want to avoid, things like gluten or MSG, but then they label natural flavoring. You know, so how do we may not even know where to go, even reading the label.
And there are many things that are very important that are not labeled, like genetically modified food. So now reading the label is not necessarily the best answer, but getting the right foods that we have learned to love and learn to see all throughout our lives, that's going to be the best way to go.
And I know that Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez also believes in the power of supplementation. That's been a big part of what you've done at the BioCare Hospital for decades, and we're going to talk about our mineral concentrate product in just a moment. But first, let's hear from Melissa and the energy that she had supplementing with this product.
The first day, I realized when I got to work, and usually I'm looking through my lesson plans and I'm thinking, oh, I have 5 hours to go, and I just looked at my boss and I said, I just feel young today. I just feel great. And it had to be the product, because it's the only thing I had changed in my life that day. I had instant energy, and not just the regular energy I would get from my normal multivitamin, but the type of energy that lasts for me until the evening, which is important for my job. I am active until sometimes 11 o'clock at night, and I really needed the extra energy the product gave me. If I forgot in the morning to add it to my water, it was so easy just to, when I was out and about, if I was drinking maybe orange juice for breakfast at a restaurant, I could just add it there. Because I could take it with me wherever I went, because it could fit in my purse. It made my my hair healthier, my skin glow, the dry skin I had went away. My hair grew so much I need to get a touch-up. So it just really did wonderful things for me.
And we just want to make mention that if you'd like to connect with Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez, you can go to biocarehospital.com. And doctor, I know that you believe so much in minerals, and this is something that that you present to your patients, folks who come to you with chronic illnesses. This is one of the first things that that you try to introduce to turn things around.
Well, unfortunately, what we're looking at the most is chronic degenerative disease. What is this? This is chronic inflammatory disease that we are helping to produce mainly because of dietary misleading dietary ways to do things. We're eating the wrong things at the wrong times, and all this is creating disease. Not only that, we're eating a lot of nothing because we're eating a lot of calories, yet we don't have the nutritional support to be healthy. So we're looking at all these diseases. So every time I see a chronically ill patient, I start by hydration and, yes, supplementation, because I want to bring all these important vitamins and minerals into that body as soon as I can. And results I see, and I'm very happy. And people come back to me and they say, oh, doctor, you did a miracle. No, the miracle was performed by these supplements that these vitamins and these essential fatty acids and these minerals are doing in the body. But minerals are the #1 deficiency in America. So you cannot go wrong if you start supplementing minerals, actually in everybody. You that are watching us tonight have to look around your own life and see what's your energy level. If you feel like crashing down at 3 p.m. because you don't have any more energy, that if in the evening children tell you they want to go out, you don't feel like doing it, and on Saturday and Sunday, all you want to do is lay down because you're very tired, minerals are for you. And right now, it's just a matter of lifestyle. In the future, it's going to be a matter of deadly diseases. So supplementation is the key to healthier nourishment for your body, so your body can do for you what you expect from your body. But don't ask your body for performance if you're not feeding it right.
And going back to talking about diet and simplifying things, there is a table that I'm sure a lot of people have at least heard of, and that is the glycemic index. What is that, and why is it important to follow?
Well, the glycemic index is just the measure of how much your sugar level is going to rise in the blood after you eat certain food. And
even if it's not sugar?
Even if it's not sugar. Yeah, that's the trick. But that's in comparison to refined sugar. But there's so many things. Number one, there's so many things that have sugar. Same with salt. You have many sweets that contain salt, and you have many salty foods that contain sugar. Bread, for one, okay? So we use sugar and salt in so many things that we eat them unknowingly. And so we're getting all the damage of all these foods, even when we think we're doing things right. So in those cases, yes, you have to be aware of this, and you have to learn about it. The more time, the more effort you put into your own food and your own nourishment and your supplementation, believe me, every second, every penny you spend is going to go back to you in a wonderful way. So supplementation, learning to eat right, and be careful about all these things is going to bring you a ton of enjoyment in your life.
And we couldn't have made it any simpler for you with our mineral concentrate product. It's only $29.95, and you can get it by ordering online at mhclife.com or by calling 1-800-965-2345. We'll be right back.
Do you sometimes wonder what life would be like if you had the energy to do those extra things you want to do but just can't? Maybe it's to go for a walk after dinner or spend your Saturdays playing with your kids. If you're tired all the time and have decided that you just always will be, guess what? You don't have to be. With Mineral Concentrate from Making Healthy Choices, this fulvic acid electrolyte mineral formula promotes maximum cell function while sparking your body's electrical conductivity. What does that mean? Well, most people say they've never felt better. The best part is it's only $29.95. And if you call now, we'll even pay to ship it to you. So dial 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. This electrolyte formula promotes dependable, solid energy day in and day out. So call the number on the screen. Do it for your spouse, your kids, your friends, and most of all, do it for you. Call 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. It's time for life.
Too many times we go for a healthy salad and we ruin it with an unhealthy dressing. I'm going to show you how to make a healthy salad and a wonderful healthy dressing. So we're going to start out with, we have a great mix of greens here, and they are triple washed. Make sure you always look for that, triple washed. You don't have to wash them that way, they're already washed. Speaking of wash your avocado that we're going to use on the outside, even though we're only eating the inside. Wash our strawberries we're going to be using. We have some almonds right there, you can toast them if you like. I like them raw. And we have a kiwi we're going to peel. Our salad dressing, we're going to use yogurt. We have a key lime pie yogurt. We're going to put that in there, and we have a couple tablespoons of honey. And that's it. That's a great dressing to go with this fruit we got going on here. This is good for you. It's healthy. It's going to go blend with everything else and you won't feel so guilty. You just want to mix that up, set that off to the side, and we've got our plate. We have to peel our kiwi, get that crust off of there, and then we're going to cut into our avocado. So I like to make these a little more decorative. It's a pretty salad and it tastes good. So lay these around. Right there. Strawberries, like I said, make sure you wash those. Just take the tops off, slice those up. Avocado here, put down some greens, right in the middle. Strawberry around. Don't feel guilty about this. Your dressing. Now avocado, slice into that seed there. Just pop that apart. There you go. Like the back of my knife, scrapes it right out of there. You don't have to buy a special tool. The tool's right there. Okay, got that done. Put a few almonds on there for that crunch. Got a good almond going on, some good vitamins in there instead of a crouton. A little bit of dressing. Nice lime and honey. There, now you should not feel guilty about that. That's easy, healthy, and wonderful. For this recipe and more, go to mhclife.com.
And it really is just that simple. And doctor, there really is no reason for us to avoid a lot of these products that aren't very healthy in the grocery store. You know, there we saw a homemade salad dressing. Well, why are some of these salad dressings, even though on the label they may say all natural or healthy or what have you, the preservatives are in there, what is that going to do to us?
The preservatives, the salt, and the vegetable oils. Most of them will have vegetable oils. So if you're going to use just sea salt and pepper and vinegar and olive oil, you're going to a very basic salad dressing that's really delicious. You can use lime juice. There are many things you can use in order to do these things, but always try to do it naturally. In other words, get fresh foods that you're going to use for that. And you can use the oil. You can do a vinaigrette with vinegar and olive oil, and you can even add things like avocado or like mango or things like that to flavor it and to create something different and exciting. If you get the hang of it and you really go into the kitchen and start learning more about foods and everything, and take your mineral concentrate on the way and while you're at the kitchen and so forth, you're going to see how much better you're going to eat, how much tastier it is, and you are going to learn a different way. You're going to have to use, and I would encourage everybody to use from 30 minutes to 1 hour a day to fix foods for ourselves. Instead of going to the restaurant or anything like that, if you go to any restaurant for dinner, you're going to spend more than 1 hour. If you spend 1 hour at home, you're going to fix breakfast, lunch, and dinner, healthy, much less expensive, and nutritionally sufficient. And then if you add your supplements, if you add your minerals, if you add your vitamins to it, boy, you're going to love the results. You're going to see how much better you are, and let's keep disease away. You don't want to see a doctor. You don't want to see me in the hospital. You want to go on a trip. Go to Hawaii. Don't go to a hospital. It's much more expensive a hospital than Hawaii. So do something better with your life if you invest every day a little bit of your time and money to be healthy.
And it's just a very small investment indeed. Our mineral concentrate product is only $29.95, and if you call right now, we'll ship it to you absolutely for free. You can order that at our website, mhclife.com, or by calling 1-800-965-2345. It comes in just a 2 fluid ounce bottle. It's very portable. It's very easy to take. You can put it in your sports bag or your purse and take it with you. You can take it through the airport, and you will see the benefits from it. So give us a call, 1-800-965-2345, or go to our website, mhclife.com. We'll be right back.
I have 2 rods and 9 screws in my spine, in my neck to the base of my head. I was left in pain 24/7 for several years now. So when I took the mineral concentrate, I noticed a surge of energy that I had not experienced in these 5 years. And instead of laying around in the bed, I was able to get up and make my bed. I was able to go and take the dogs out and maybe go for a walk or play with them. Just all kinds of everyday normal things. And I have night sweats where I would have to change my clothes in the middle of the night. My great surprise, not expecting this, I didn't have any, none, 0. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, it must be that product. It must be the mineral concentrate that's helping me do this. Mineral concentrate is now my best friend. I take something in the morning, simple, and I know that I'm going to have energy and I'm going to feel good and I'm going to get a good night's rest.
Do you sometimes wonder what life would be like if you had the energy to do those extra things you want to do but just can't? Maybe it's to go for a walk after dinner or spend your Saturdays playing with your kids. If you're tired all the time and have decided that you just always will be, guess what? You don't have to be. With mineral concentrate from Making Healthy Choices, this fulvic acid electrolyte mineral formula promotes maximum cell function while sparking your body's electrical conductivity. What does that mean? Well, most people say they've never felt better. The best part is it's only $29.95. And if you call now, we'll even pay to ship it to you. So dial 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. This electrolyte formula promotes dependable, solid energy day in and day out. So call the number on the screen. Do it for your spouse, your kids, your friends, and most of all, do it for you. Call 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. It's time for life.
To the person watching that may be overloaded and feeling overwhelmed with negative thinking or just toxic thoughts or feeling like kind of hopeless. You know, I don't know if I can ever see health again because I'm on so many drugs, medications, and I have all these symptoms. I would say this, instead of focusing on what you can't do and all the negative things, let's focus on just one thing that you can do. Years ago, I was speaking at a conference and I talked about, you know, maybe you can't exercise because you have too much pain, but what can you do? And 6 weeks later, I came back to the same place, and this woman came up to me. She was so elated. She was in tears. And she said, when you spoke here, she said, you said a lot of profound things, but the one thing that stuck for me was you said, do what you can. So I thought, well, I can do a minute of running. I can run for a minute. That's all I could do. And she started with running for a minute. And in no time, she was running for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes. And at the time we spoke, she was training for a half marathon. And she said, you know, if you would have said train for a half marathon, I would have said that is not possible. But what was possible is running for a minute. And you know, this person may not be able to even run for a minute, but can you walk? If you can walk, you can move. If you can move, you can exercise. If you can exercise, you can improve your health starting today.
And that's such great advice from Dr. Shannon. And Dr. Rodrigo, that's what we wanted to talk about next. We've been discussing diet, we've been discussing supplementation, but another important aspect is exercise. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to move a little bit if you want to be healthy, but there's a lot of folks, I'm sure there's folks watching who, you know, are physically challenged in one way or another. So what advice do you have for them?
Well, if you're, number one, every time people tell me, I'd like to exercise, but I can't. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the drive many times to do it. My answer is mineral concentrate. If your minerals are low, you don't feel like moving. You don't have the energy. You don't have the drive. And what we want to do is we want to bring all these calcium, magnesium, chromium, vanadium, titanium, you name it. Mineral concentrate is over 70 trace minerals. That's correct, over 70 trace minerals, just the way they are arranged in volcanic soils, because that's the way we should be having them, in that proportion and in that combination. So when you start bringing them into your body, then you're going to feel like doing a little bit more. But always try to do something physically, even if it's very little. Even if it's just move your arms or raise a bottle of water. You're drinking water, you can just take a bottle and raise it several times, and then on the other side, do the same with your knees and your feet. You're going to feel better. And as you get energy, then walking is the magic word. If we start walking, you know, if we measure in blood the tracers for chronic inflammation, they start going down and down and down and down. And the more we exercise, the less inflammation we're going to have. So gentle walking, leisurely walking, we're approaching the perfect time of the year. Let's do that, and that's going to help us. But you will not have the energy and you will not have the drive if you don't supplement your minerals today. Begin today. Don't leave it one day further, because it's a day lost. It's a day that problems are going to grow, and it's a day that you're not finding any solution to your problems. Start today. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's inexpensive. All you have to do is put 10 to 15 drops in water every day, any time of the day. Drink it. You're going to see a huge difference in your life.
And this message of get moving really is for everyone. It's not just for maybe older people, but also for young kids watching too much TV, or young professionals sitting at a desk all day, driving in the car and so forth.
Yeah, we were meant to move. Okay, that's the way we were created. We were not created to be sitting down, so move.
And you can get that energy by calling the number on the screen, 1-800-965-2345, or by logging on to mhclife.com. Let's hear from Connie and her newfound energy after taking mineral concentrate.
I know for a fact that my husband and I have eaten very healthy. We try to eat a lot of vegetables and what is provided, you know, through the grocery stores. And even though we were taking that, we didn't have the energy level that we would like to have had. I've been taking the mineral concentrate, and I noticed even my skin, everything about me seemed more full of life. I felt more alert in my brain. When I got up in the morning, I was alert then. It wasn't after 3 or 4 hours in the day. I also found that I wasn't getting so tired around 2 o'clock. I used to just drag. At 2 o'clock, I was dragging again. And I wasn't doing that. And it really came as a surprise to me. I have become more vibrant, had more strength, more energy. My skin, there's just been so many changes in my well-being that I feel it would benefit you to take it. And it's just so easy. There's nothing to it.
Today is your day. This is your moment. Life is calling. It's time to get back that extra spark that you've been missing, and it's simple with Mineral Concentrate, an all-natural trace mineral product designed to promote energy and focus without sugar nor caffeine. Call 1-800-965-2345 or log on to mhclife.com. Today is your day. It's time for life.
Welcome back, and Doctor, we've been on the topic of simplifying our health and our approach to being healthy and embracing wellness. And I think one of the most important aspects of that is, along with the minerals, is drinking lots of good, clean water.
That's absolutely right, and particularly as temperatures rises, we don't notice it, but we lose a lot of water through sweat, through breath, and so forth. So let's make sure we put all that water back in our system. And it's very simple. And I'm a doctor, you are an understanding audience, so look at your urine. Okay, urine should be clear, should be almost odorless. If that's not the case, you need water. So your body is going to be telling you all along the day how much more water you need to make it very well. And that's going to take care of a lot of toxins, a lot of things. It's going to take care of free radicals. Water can do miracles in your body. You don't find anything less expensive, less problematic, less than everything. Just get good quality water, spring water, and you're going to also love the results. Do it with your mineral concentrate, and you have a win-win condition. You're going to have much more energy. You're going to be detoxified in a very simple way. And hopefully all this is going to put you on the path of a little bit of exercise and other supplements that you can research at mhclife.com. But again, don't put it off. Don't put it one more day. You have to call. You have to go to mhclife.com immediately, because you don't want one more day of no results. If you start right away, your body is going to be very well, very happy, and you're going to have one less day of progressing symptoms and problems. Give yourself that chance. You deserve it. Today is the day. Let's go and let's do it together.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And again, if you'd like to connect with Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez, you can go to biocarehospital.com. And if you'd like to order this fantastic product from Making Healthy Choices, Mineral Concentrate, all you have to do is go to our website, mhclife.com. You're going to like the website. There's a lot of other great health resources on there. There's cooking videos like the ones you've seen on these programs. There's excerpts from books. You see a full line of products from Making Healthy Choices. Or, of course, you can call us on the telephone, 1-800-965-2345. Do it today.